Built in 2004, the original design provided us with a strong foundation, incorporating heavy thermal mass construction, radiant heating and cooling, on-site wastewater treatment, and extensive daylighting. Modeled to perform at 63% below the National Energy Code, this design earned us LEED Gold for new construction. For the first 2 years, we focused on simplifying our systems and learning how to operate the building more efficiently. And we started that by recommissioning almost every system within the building and trying many of the typical energy-saving actions, like turning down the heat and buying everybody sweaters. It's something we actually, Andy laughs now, but we had to stop that when we walked around and saw people typing with their gloves on. By 2008, we cut our energy use to over 40%, and it was becoming increasingly difficult to find new savings. So we needed some outside help. We undertook an in-depth energy audit and developed a multi-year plan to reduce our energy use and invest in on-site generation. Based on this plan, we installed CO2 sensors throughout the building and added solar and geothermal systems. However, we could only go so far without better visibility of our energy use. So after extensive review, we decided to install the Schneider Electric StructureWare. With this system, we now monitor over 300 energy, water, and thermal points within the building. And these changes have allowed us to reduce our energy use now to under 9 kilowatts per square foot, and to achieve LEED Platinum for existing buildings with the highest score that we know of awarded to date.
Rick mentioned just the number of devices being connected and that will be connected to the internet, and Earth Rangers has followed that same trajectory. So 8-9 years ago they had a little telecom closet that had the phone services coming in and copper for internet, and they just outgrew it. They got to a point where servers and things that had been added were crashing and it just wasn't working anymore. So they went with a proper data center design, but they also did it with in Earth Rangers type fashion. So they went with extreme levels of virtualization, which means less hardware needed to enable all of those servers and functions, with hard drives that were 4 times more efficient than the typical industry standard, and that won them some really prestigious awards. My favorite one was Computer World named Earth Rangers the 4th greenest IT organization in the world, followed by just beat by State Street, Citibank, and PricewaterhouseCoopers. And then Earth Rangers was at number 4, and that took a little bit of explaining, I think, to a lot of people that read that article. But the point was that everything they did could be scaled up to compare apples to some of those other projects. I made reference upstairs to how much energy the data center is actually using. So here's the live data. This is up to actually about 2 o'clock today. You can see the temperature in the room. It's right in that kind of optimal range. It's not too cool where we're wasting air conditioning energy, but it's not too hot where we're risking the efficiency of the hardware and not risking failure there. This is the one number, again, the IT department hates when I point this out because they feel like, okay, fine, I'll shut it off. But the data center this month is 11% of the building. So 11% of the building's total energy use. So this is a 66,000 square foot building. That 110 square foot room is 12% of the load. And admittedly, it's pretty efficient. So it shows, one, that the building itself is obviously quite efficient, but it also shows you the impact of IT loads. And that does not include the printers, the monitors, the computers, the distributed office, and all those other IT loads. So we need to carefully manage those uses, and that's what the discussion today was about, was working with Schneider Electric, who this is all their hardware and software that Earth Rangers has used to manage their energy, and making sure a robust network facilitates this.